Hello, in this video, we are still discussing this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And I think you'll be laughing the way I am because of what's going to happen in this one. I think it's very interesting. Join me. Welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. Here I share what I know and continue to learn. And today I think it's fun. We are continuing with the story, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the book by Robert Kiyosaki. And this is video number 13. And because I know what's going to happen in this episode, I'm like smiling, and I think you'll smile too. So actually smile, but also you'll be surprised what happens in this one. If you are new, my name is Sherifa Nakalema. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on this channel, I share business tips, YouTube tips, earning money online tips through affiliate marketing and motivation. And recently I added reviewing books, and it's turning out to be fun. You agree, if you've been following me. Now, if this is your first time here, at the end, I'm going to share the channel, the schedule of the channel. And also for everyone, I'm going to share how you get this book audio free for 1 month. Also, if you're new, I have a link in the description, also in a pinned comment. Like the first comment on top is by me and it's pinned. It's always on top. And it has a link to all the ones we finished, starting from number 1 to number 12, the videos like this one. You start from the beginning when I introduced the book and how we started going and going. For those of you who have been riding it with me and who've been coming to this channel, watching and leaving comments, I appreciate you very much. And please, all of you, subscribe and share these videos. Let's create a community here. I promise you, you'll not regret it when you subscribe to this community. Click, if you've been here before, you clicked on the bell also so that you get notified. And if you are new, please also consider clicking on the bell so that you get notified when I have all the things that are happening. I'll explain at the end. Now, for those of you who watched number 12, remember we are still on lesson 1, chapter 1 of this book. And the lesson is, the rich don't work for money. The book has 6 lessons. We'll continue until we get to all of them, hopefully. I record these videos daily. You may see me dressing like this. I intentionally do that because I want this to be like, when you see me like this, you know it's book time. Maybe I won't wear this again. I don't know. But it's for the book. I wash it, and then wear it again. So I think that's what I chose to do. When I start a new book, I'll dress differently. But if you will see me in other videos, I'm dressed differently. So before I even continue, every day I have to remind you, who is Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote this book? He's a self-made millionaire. He's an entrepreneur. He's an educator. He's an investor. And he has a mission to elevate the financial well-being of humanity, starting with one life and one person at a time. So I'm hoping you're getting out something that you can use. Please don't just watch this for fun. I wish you had like a notebook, or if you didn't, even when we started, maybe you didn't think it was going to be serious. Please get a notebook, and from each video, note down the lesson and see how you could apply this knowledge. That's Robert. And then he talks about 2 dads. So the 2 dads, he calls one rich dad and another one poor dad. Poor dad was his real dad. And he's a very intelligent man with a PhD, his education level. And he was a superintendent of education. But he died a broke man. That's why this is important, the story. And then the rich one, the one he called rich dad, was he had a friend at school. His name was Mike. Mike's dad is the one who later becomes the rich dad, and that's where all these lessons are coming from. And this was, he left school at the age of 13, 8th grade, and he ended up being one of the wealthiest men in Hawaii. So we are learning from him, and today, I think this is going to be the biggest lesson yet that we're going to learn in this episode. So we ended video number 13 at a point where, when you see me reading notes, I got them out earlier already from a book. When you see me going to the book, it's something I could not you get it better when I read it from the book. So I decided not to paraphrase it. So we ended video 12 with already, remember, Robert came complaining. He was tired of working for 10 cents an hour. So he came to complain, and now a conversation has been going on. The whole, I think, 12, video 12, please. If you need to watch the previous videos before you can get to this, although I'll suggest you finish this first, and then you go find the rest of them. He had come to complain, a conversation is going, and they have talked already for a while. And when we ended, I'll have to remind you, even if you watch number 12, I'm going to end where the conversation was, then I'll continue. Because Robert had asked Rich Dad a question. It's just two people now. It's Robert, who is still 9 years. He's just 9. And then now who's going to be Rich Dad, the one where all these lessons are coming from. It's just the two of them in Rich Daddy's office. It's at home, but in his office. So Robert had just asked this question when we ended number 12. Learning to have money work for you is a completely different course of study. And Rich Dad had said, absolutely, absolutely. Now, I'm beginning today's lesson. The conversation is still going. We sat in silence on that beautiful Hawaiian Saturday morning. My friends had just started their Little League baseball game, but for some reason, I was now thankful I had decided to work for 10 cents an hour. I sensed that I was about to learn something my friends wouldn't learn in school. So Rich Dad asked, ready to learn? Absolutely. So when I don't say who is saying what, I'm assuming it's obvious when they're having this conversation. Okay, now it's Rich Dad speaking, though, right now. I have kept my promise. I've been teaching you from afar. At 9 years old, you've gotten a taste of what it feels like to work for money. Just multiply your last month by 50 years, and you'll have an idea of what most people spend their life doing. Now, Robert said, I don't understand. Okay, how did you feel waiting in line to see me? Once to get hired, and once to ask for more money. I felt terrible. If you choose to work for money, that is what life will be like. And how do you feel when Mrs. Martin dropped 3 dimes in your hand for 3 hours of work? I felt like it wasn't enough. Seemed like nothing. I was disappointed. And that is how most employees feel when they look at their paychecks, especially after all the tax and other deductions are taken out. At least you got 100%. You mean most workers don't get paid everything? Heavens no. The government always takes its share first. How do they do that? Taxes. You are taxed when you earn, you are taxed when you spend, you are taxed when you save, you are taxed when you die. Why do people let government do that to them? They don't. The poor and the middle class do. I bet you that I earn more than your dad, yet he pays more in taxes. How can that be? And he said, at my age, that made no sense. That's Robert putting like a side note. Why would someone let the government do that to them? Rich Dad rocked slowly and silently in his chair, just looking at me. Ready to learn? I nodded my head slowly. As I said, now Rich Dad is speaking. It's going to be a long speech, a long conversation. I said, there is a lot to learn. Learning to work for you is a lifetime. Learning how to have money work for you is a lifetime study. Most people go to college for 4 years and their education ends. I already know that my study of money will continue over my lifetime simply because the more I find out, the more I need to know. Most people never study the subject. They go to work, get their paychecks, balance their checkbooks, and that's it. Then they wonder why they have money problems. They think that more money will solve their problem and don't realize that it's their lack of financial education that is the problem. Now, Robert is asking, so my dad has tax problems because he doesn't understand money? Look, taxes are just one small section of learning how to have money work for you. Today, I just wanted to find out if you still have the passion to learn about money. Most people don't. They want to go to schools, learn a profession, have fun at their work, and earn lots of money. One day they wake up with big money problems, and then they don't stop working. They can't stop working. That's the price of only knowing how to work for money instead of studying how to have money work for you. So do you still have the passion to learn? Yes, I nodded. Good. Now get back to work. This time, I'll pay you nothing. Okay, that's what made me laugh. Remember I told you there is a surprise in this one? Yes, this time, I'll pay you nothing. What? Robert asked in amazement. You heard me? Nothing. You'll work the same 3 hours every Saturday, but this time you'll not be paid 10 cents per hour. You said you wanted to learn to work for money, to not work for money. So I'm not going to pay you anything. I could not believe what I was hearing. That's Robert saying. I've already had this conversation with Mike, and he's already working, dusting and stacking canned goods for free. You better hurry and get back back there. Remember when Robert came to that first appointment on Saturday? He came and Mike wasn't there. I noted it. I said it here that Mike was nowhere to be seen. So now Mike already agreed he's gone. That's not fair, I shouted. You've got to pay something. You said you wanted to learn. If you don't learn this now, you'll grow up to be like the 2 women and the older man sitting in my living room, working for money and hoping I don't fire them. Or like your dad, earning lots of money only to be in debt up to his eyeballs, hoping more money will solve the problem. If that's what you want, I'll go back to our original deal of 10 cents per hour. Or you can do what most adults do. Complain that there is not enough pay, quit, and go looking for another job. But what do I do? Robert is asking. Rich Dad tapped me on the head. Use this, he said. If you use it well, you'll soon thank me for giving you an opportunity and you will grow into a rich man. I stood there, still not believing what a raw deal I was handed. I came to ask for a raise, and somehow I was instead working for nothing. Rich Dad tapped me on the head again and said, "You this, now get out of here and get back to work." That's the end of this lesson today. That's what the shocking thing, that he's going to work for zero. You can put a comment what you think what that means. But I have 2 lessons, two points that Robert himself has in the book that I have to share, because he has these boxes, the things he puts in. So number 1 is this one. He says, go to school. He has a question mark on go to school. That's the lesson. There's something here he wants us to note. While I'm a huge supporter of education, that's Robert, and lifelong learning, go to school, especially college, has become a financial nightmare. Going to school, especially college, has become a financial nightmare. Student loan debt is at record highs, with 44 million Americans owing nearly $1.3 trillion. Again, that's trillion with a T. So that's a note about education. And then he had another one he calls taxes. And he says, as governments expand and need more and more money, the only place to get it is the middle class. That means the workers. Every government now favors the professional investor and business owners. Workers pay tax. Investors and business owners pay very little tax if they use the tax law as intended, as a tool to build the economy. So those are points. There is a lot going on. Please add your comments. What do you think of what just happened? Would you work for zero, for nothing? Let's see how Robert does that in future. We're going to continue. And for those of you who are new, I have to share the schedule here. The schedule is daily at 1 p.m. USA Eastern Time. Please, when you Google USA Eastern Time, whatever number you put there, which is 1 p.m., that's for me in Virginia, I upload 1 p.m. USA Eastern Time. You'll see the equivalent in your country. That's the time for books. And every day except on Friday. On Friday, I come live at the same time. So you can put on your calendar that around that time, please plan to be here every day. If your time is really, really different, like I know many of you watching me, your time is like it's at night. I'm sorry, because many other countries it's a good time. So we are keeping it at that. Let's see how it goes. Or you can watch the following day. But I want you to come live, please. And then I have another schedule. Before I started these books, I used to have a schedule of Thursdays and Sundays. And that's 30 minutes earlier before the book. The books come 30 minutes earlier, but I already have a video. If it's a Thursday and Sunday, I have 2 videos. Thursdays, I tend to share business tips and YouTube tips. Then on Sunday, I try to do motivation, something into personal development there. That's where the Sunday video will be. And the Sunday video is intended for everyone. And all these videos are coming as premieres. So when you see a notice coming through your like a notification come, please click on it to see the time. Sometimes I try to not to put them too early, but depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I may schedule it. It could be there like for a few hours before it's really ready to be watched. But click on it to see how long it's waiting. But I try not to wait them too long if I'm around. If I'll be like not somewhere. And then the other thing, how do you get it? This one, you can get it audio form, free for 1 month. I signed up. In fact, now I've already made a page on my website, honestsoul.com, up there. So when you go there, in the link below, you click and it will take you to a page that I designed specifically for Amazon.com. But you see like a big a banner like this showing you the Audible. So when you click on Audible, go there and choose the plus. The plus, because they have a free catalog. You can choose any book you want to listen on a podcast, unlimited. But really, you won't find this book. This one is a premium plus, I think what they call it. So when you sign up, choose the plus so you are able to search for this book. It's not in the regular catalog. And then it's free for you for 1 month. So when you get that opportunity, please listen and finish. Or they're going to want you to pay like $14 something for this category. The other one is like $7 a month. But this is where you get all the good stuff. So I have that account, and I said, if you can get 50 people committed to watch these books every day, I'll soon share my password for that. So you can get to all those good books and podcasts and everything. Okay, I think that's it. Please add a comment. What do you think of especially working for zero, and all these points that Robert put about going to school and having all those loans, and then also about the taxes and more taxes. I guess the message is, and it's my message on this channel, let's become business owners. Go to school, no problem, but as you are working that job, think about creating something, especially online. Especially online is so easy. So I have many videos about all that. When you see Iron Man online, I'm talking about owning a business and online from home. A laptop, that's all you need, or even just a phone. Affiliate marketing is so easy. So please consider having a side gig like that. Then you create passive income, and all these messages we're seeing here, we're already doing that. We're already taking action. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself, take very good care of your families, take very good care of your health, take a step to a better you. I forgot to mention, I have free mind movies. Look, the video I had yesterday, close to this one. I have free mind movies. Please get them and share while they are still free. And this, okay, and support my page, the Amazon page. Anyone shopping Amazon, please use my page. You don't lose anything. You just support me. Bye.